So, gentlemen, we are going to start our class. So, you told me to take one more class on big bill, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's why I have come to you. So, gentlemen, we are going to start our class on big wheel. Okay. So, big wheel symbolic significance of big wheel, right?
Yes, sir.
So, please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me what is symbol, gentlemen.
Sir, a person or thing or an animal that represents abstract qualities.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
So,
Sir, man versus wild nature.
no. Symbol means a person or a thing or an animal that represents abstract quality, an abstract quality, right? I told you in my previous classes, in some of my previous classes. So, what is a symbol? A symbol is a person or a thing or an animal that represents an abstract quality, abstract idea, right? Symbol, this very word is a noun. So the adjective of this word is symbolic. So what is the verb? I mean symbolize or stand for, okay, or represent. So now we have to see whether there is any symbolic significance of our fiction, Big Bill. Would you like to share your ideas on this point? Do you find any symbol in this fiction? Do you find any symbol? Do you find any symbol in this fiction?
Symbol. Yes, sir.
So please share your ideas with me.
Sir, here we find the beliefs of Big Bill on his master.
Okay.
So one kind
Okay.
of symbol, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. So we have to see. So look, a pen is a thing. So it is symbolic of knowledge, or sometimes in a broader sense, a pen is symbolic of power, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
there is a proverb, a pen is mightier than a sword, right? So this pen is not simply a word, this symbolizes knowledge, learning, total education process. Even it sometimes stands for power. I told you, Indian subcontinent gained its liberty not by warring only with the British power. Okay? There are so many barristers and they fought with pen. And pen, in terms of the independence or liberty of Indian subcontinent, pen has proved mightier than the sword. Suppose a person, a Maulana Sahib or Imam Sahib or a Brahmin or a priest. So these people are symbolic of virtue, honesty. They go to their mosques or temples or churches, right? They say their prayers to God, right? They behave with other people very politely, okay? They make counselings with other people, okay, rationally. So these people, Imam Sahib or a Brahmin, a Maulana Sahib or a Brahmin or a priest, they are actually persons. So such a person is a symbol of religiosity, virtue, right? So a symbol is a person, symbol is a person, symbol is a thing, symbol may be an animal, right? So I think that you have studied this fiction, short fiction, Big Bill, and there is a reference to a big jungle, forest region named Dandakaranno. Have you heard the name of Dandakaranno?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes. And towards the end of the fiction, a news was circulated. A news became the headline, okay, in a newspaper, that there is a fierce animal and common people and animals are getting victims to that fierce animal in Dandakaranno. So this fierce animal is no other than Big Bill. But nobody could understand this, right? So Big Bill is an animal, bird, right? So this bird was not only a bird. This symbolized terror, fear, fierceness, ferocity, might, right? So at first you have to understand the definition. And in the light of the definition, you have to study the fiction, right? Look, Big Bill has in this story, in this narrative, in this short story, in this short novel, Big Bill has become a pet animal, and Tulsi Babu is the master, right? Tulsi Babu is the master. So, you know, how sincerely, how earnestly Mr. Tulsi Babu reared, brought up this animal, this bird, okay? So his servant, he had a servant. Mr. Tulsi Babu had a servant. Can you remember the name of the servant, gentlemen?
Two servant.
Okay, one was a cook, another was a servant.
Another was a servant.
Who was the servant? Can you remember?
Yes, sir.
Natabor, sir. Natabor.
So at the
Joy
command
Castro.
of the master, Natabor regularly went to the market and brought meat for the bird, right? So the master was very sincere
Yes, sir.
very sincere, devoted to the bird, fierce bird. And the bird was not ungrateful. The bird was grateful. The bird was very loyal to its master. So look, this event is not merely an event. In our society, we see that when we try to nurse a dog, it always remains loyal, allegiant to us. Or when we have a horse, and if we nurse the horse, if we take care of the horse, or if we look after the horse very carefully, if we give it food and drink, it becomes loyal. Sometimes these types of pet animals or birds sacrifice their lives for us, for their masters. So, Big Bill's being loyal to its master is not merely an event. This is symbolic. This is symbolic of all other similar events in our society, in the world. Sir, I think that
Loyalty.
yes. So I think that I think that my point is clear to you, gentlemen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So the
Yes.
whole story is symbolic, right? At every step, characters and events, persons and animals or birds are not merely persons, animals, or birds or things or events. They are symbolic, right? So, gentlemen, can you remember the friend of Mr. Tulsi Babu? His name is
Pradyot Babu.
Pradyot
Pradyot
Babu,
Babu.
right? Pradyot Chandra. So,
Chandra.
Mr. Tulsi Babu is a very courageous man, right? But what about Mr. Pradyot Babu? Pradyot Babu is a very timid person, right? A very timid person. Look,
Yes. Yes, sir.
in the jungle of Dandakaranya, when Tulsi Babu unhesitatingly picked up the chick. Chick means young of the hen, right? Big bird, big bill, right? Young of big bill. Unhesitatingly, Tulsi Babu courageously picked the chick, the young bird, into his bag. Pradyot Babu was hesitating. He got nervous. Okay? He requested his friend Tulsi Babu not to take the bird, right? So Mr. Pradyot Babu's fear is not only a fear in himself, his fear actually pervades our minds, all of our minds, right? We are also afraid of such a situation that we should not bother about the egg or chick or young of an unknown species of bird or animal, right? So look, so Pradyot Chandra's fear is not simply his fear is symbolic. His fear suggests the fear of us all, right? Fear of mankind. So when an event is not merely an event, right? It suggests beyond its literal meaning, then it becomes symbol. So in this way, you should read the story. Read the story. At the end of the story, a fiction or short novel, we see that when Big Bill was ferociously killing different species of birds, animals, and human beings, right? Tulsi Babu was confident to face the calamitical situation, catastrophic situation. He went to the jungle, Dandakaranya. Okay, Pradyot Babu was afraid. But Tulsi Babu was courageous. He had confidence that undoubtedly Big Bill was actually causing the massacre, and that's why he was confident, and he believed that if he called the bird by its name, Bill, okay, in this way, in such a fashion,
Billy.
in such a manner, Tulsi Babu called the bird, and the bird gradually came near. Pradyot Babu pointed his gun at the bird, and the bird, okay, the bird looked more ferocious, okay, by swallowing, by soiling up its feathers, right? It was growing with its feathers. Then Tulsi Babu ordered Pradap Babu, requested Pradap Babu to take down his gun. And the bird, Big Bill, became calm and quiet and stood just in front of them, in front of its master, Mr. Tulsi Babu, like a servant, right? And you know, Tulsi Babu, how carey he is. He actually brought a big piece of meat because he knows that his bird is Big Bill, and Big Bill is used to, is habituated to take meat, right? So Big Bill took the piece of meat, okay, and being very loyal, being very unharmful, okay. So this thing is actually symbolic because this is not merely an event. These are not merely persons. This is not merely a bird. We see such situations in our society, right? So there are a lot of society, loads of events. There are loads of events in our society happening every day in our society, like this one, that a fierce animal is fierce to many people, others, but not to its master, right? Suppose when a calf, right, or a young of a lion is brought up by a master, so when it becomes larger, bigger, still it becomes allegiant, obedient, polite to its master. So we have many times gathered such experiences from our daily life. Okay. So if you understand what symbol is, then you can, if you understand what symbol is, you can easily realize the symbolic significance of a story, whether it is Big Bill or it is something else. Okay, it doesn't matter at all. So, gentlemen, now tell me. I think that the point is clear, right? So there are many things, many things. If you carefully read the text, you will see that Mr. Tulsi Babu had a neighbor, right? What is his name? Mr. Saniel. Mr. Saniel.
Saniel.
Tarit Sanail. Tarit Sanail.
Yes?
Tarit Sanail.
Tarit Saniel. So, you know, Tulsi Babu did not maintain a good relationship with Tarit Babu, or vice versa. Tarit Babu did not have any good relationship with Tulsi Babu. This is quite symbolic. With our neighbors, we have tremendous enmity. Okay, it's sometimes revealed in our society. Okay, in most cases, we do not have good relationship with our neighbors. So bad relationship between Tulsi Babu and Tarit Saniel is symbolic of the enmity between people in our society. I think that the point is clear to you, gentlemen. So do you have any question now? Gentlemen. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
স্যার স্যার এখানে আমরা কি ক্যারেক্টার ওয়াইজ গুলো কি সিম্বল গুলো মানে কি একের পর এক করে লিখবো, নাকি মানে কি এখানে যে অ্যাবস্ট্রাক্ট নিয়ে একটা একটা পয়েন্ট করে মানে কি ভিউ আকারে লিখবো স্যার?
The formal way of writing an answer is that you have to take examples from the text, right? If you take all the examples of symbol, your answer will be larger and larger. It will be getting larger and larger. So there is no scope to present all the examples of symbols from your text. You have to single out, you have to choose, you have to select the most striking examples from your text, and you have to make your answer or assignment effective. Mr. Amlan, thank you very much for your question. I think that you have got your answer. Do you have any more
Yes, sir.
question?
Sir, holy man is not symbolize anything.
Yes, holy man. There are so many holy men in our society.
Yes,
Look,
sir.
in every religion there are holy men. So that they are God-loving people, religion-loving people. Okay, so they do not depend upon the physical solutions, right? Such a man is Dhumai Baba. Dhumai Baba suggested a plant, a shrub. Okay, what is the name of the shrub? What is the name of the shrub?
Chakraparna, sir.
Chakraparna. Chakraparna, right?
Chakraparna, round leaves.
Yes.
Round leaves.
So our holy man in our society, it may be in Islam, or it may be in Hinduism, or it may be in Christianity, or Judaism, or in any other religion. There are so many holy people. Okay, they are confident. They believe strongly in God, existence of God, and they do not believe in the physical solution of things all the time, right? Right. So suppose Western people Western people nowadays do not believe any solution to coronal attack other than allopathic medicine, right? But actually, they do not know that coronal or viral attacks are being healed or cured by simply black cumin, lemon juice, clove, garlic, turmeric powder, honey.
Yes,
So if you
yes, sir.
talk of these things to Western people, modern people, they will possibly rebuke you. They will possibly ignore you. Okay, possibly they will dislike you. Okay, so if you have, okay, look, before the advent of the British power, Muslims and Hindus or Muslims were living in this subcontinent, and their treatment system was herbal. Do you believe it, gentlemen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, of course.
Yes, sir.
But when British power came, they actually not only they took recourse to extortion, they hugely sold medicine powder. It will be unbelievable to you. You will not believe it that still most of the powders of different kinds of medicine come from Europe, America, Australia, and some other welfare states. Okay, still medicine powders, allopathic medicine powder, different kinds of powders are unavailable. We cannot make them, and we directly purchase, we directly buy medicine powders from Europe, America, Britain, or Australia, or Canada, or such industrially developed countries. So, gentlemen, you can understand. But the holy men, still holy men, holy men believe in herbal treatment, plants, nature. So they pray for healing. They pray to God for healing. They say, "Oh my God, please heal me." Okay? They say prayers. They make their prayers in order to be cured. So modern people will not believe it. So this is symbolic. Such a man, Tulsi Babu, or Dhumai Baba. Dhumai Baba is a holy man in the cave. So he knows the secret. He knows the secret how to remove hypertension, high blood pressure. Okay? But we take a tablet. We take a blood pressure tablet in order to remove it. Okay? And the ultimate result is that when you will be constantly taking the tablets of blood pressure, finally your heart will fail to pump blood. This is the ultimate result. But if you take medicine, if you take lemon juice, if you take ginger juice, if you take garlic every morning, right? So this corrosive, acidic, sour fruits. So naturally, if you defend, naturally your blood pressure will be reduced. Okay, this is actually experimented. This is proved many times. So Dhumai Baba is also symbolic. There are so many Dhumai Babas in our society. There are so many holy men in our society who believe in God, who strongly believe in God. They think that actually death depends upon God. It does not depend upon any viral or bacterial attack, or death does not depend upon any kinds of diseases, right? So Dhumai Baba is also symbolic. So in this way, you have to just try to think about things, and you have to understand. So there are so many symbols. Actually there is no short story, novel, or poem or any piece of literature without the usage of symbol. Am I clear, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in this way, actually, so here another thing is important. Love for humanity, love for creation, love for creature, love for nature. These are also symbolic. Okay, so Mr. Tulsi Babu has a lot of qualities which we should deserve. We should deserve. These are symbolic. Not only Tulsi Babu has these qualities. This is a symbolic figure. Okay, Satyajit Ray has made a symbol, and he has actually taught us how to lead one's life through herbal treatment, through herbal medicine, okay, plant medicines, okay, medicinal plants, how to use, how to rely upon, okay. Look, finally, finally, look, what a big problem was solved. What a big problem was solved by Tulsi Babu when he saw in the newspaper that a fierce animal or bird is killing a lot of animals, birds, or human beings. Then he actually mixed chakraparna with huge amount of meat, which he brought for the bird, big bill. And finally, he gave the meat to the bird, big bill, okay, with which the medicine, herbal medicine was mixed up. And from that event, there was no accident in that big forest or jungle, Dandakarana. Okay. So the fierceness of the bird has also been reduced, minimized, healed, or removed or abolished with simply a herbal medicine. Can you imagine how powerful herbal medicine is? Okay. So this is symbolic. This is symbolic. Look, look. Serpent venom, snake venom. Okay, this is natural thing. This is natural thing. So now we notice in our society the people who are suffering from sleeplessness at night, insomnia. Okay, they are taking different kinds of sleep-inducing tablets, medicines. Okay, most of them are prepared from different kinds of snake venoms. Right? In homeopathic medicine, okay, many kinds of medicines are prepared, manufactured from snake venoms. Okay, okay. So symbol is there. Symbol is pervading the whole fiction, big big. I think that my point is clear to you. Are you bothered with my long lecture? I don't know.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No,
No,
sir.
No, sir.
So, and this is all about actually Big Bill.